Up to date. This story is about the following questions. What use is new gossip to me? Will it move me further along in life? Will I experience growth with this additional information? I'm Pero and I tell you the story which will end with Sir Newton. Crows, for example, early in the morning, they are literally screaming their lungs out and gabble as much as they can. You can't ignore the nuisance. You can't even consider it singing. It's more like rattling noise. They all feel the need to tell each other what their plans are for the day. I want to hunt down a squirrel today, says one. And I want to find a full pizza box, says another. And everyone reacts in unison, "Grrr, grrr, grrr." It basically means awesome, crazy, great, super, amazing, incredible, and so on. And at night, they once again report on what they have experienced during the day. For example, one crow laid an egg, and everyone says, "Krah, krah, krah." Only Stoffe mumbles into his feathers, "Hoi, hoi, hoi." Pretzel Tony comes flying and says, "Don't you have anything else to say other than hoi, hoi, hoi?" "Well, you know," Stoffe says, "hoi, hoi, hoi is not just what I say to you, it's also what I say in my thoughts when they appear to nag on my sanity. Most of them I already know, so there is nothing new about them. So what exactly should I do with the same old thoughts?" The others continue sharing what they had dreamed about or what other scary things they will have to encounter in the future. And once again you hear "Krah, krah, krah." Only one distant himself. Some others were making noises to attract some attention, talking about yesterday's full moon, even though everyone had witnessed it themselves. "The moon was wide awake last night. In fact, it seems like he pulled an all-nighter." And once again the answer, as you would expect, "Oh yes, you are right. Krah, 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 what a scandal." Only Stoffe mumbles into his feathers, "Hoi, hoi, hoi." Sometimes they talk about other nullities like the neighbor's dog dying. Only Stoffe mumbles his well-known phrase into his feathers, "Hoi, hoi, hoi." To be honest, I don't need to know any of that. Humpe Herbert approached Stoffe and asked, "What is that you're mumbling all the time? Hoi, 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 is it Chinese?" "Okay," Stoffe answered, "I will translate it for you. It means, so what? Or really? Or oh well? Or what is it with you old hags? Or leave me alone with your pompous nonsense. But I don't want to insult you, so I say hoi, 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 but primarily to myself. There are only a few occasions where any of you talk about anything of significance. For example, if any of you have found a dry place to rest during the next hail, or which of the humans forgot their basket of nuts on the balcony so we can steal them. And very, very rarely is it something funny." Humpe Herbert left offended and said, "It's only true if everybody says it, isn't it? And they need to let everyone know that they understood it." Or others, they just want to hint that they have an itch of their tail. And rarely does anyone want to miss out on the chance to agree with a loud and firm cra, cra, cra. It's just like it is with the internet, right? Sausage Willie joins the conversation and says, "Doesn't it bother you that you don't know what's going on? That you are nowhere close to being up to date?" "All right," says Stoffe, "I will tell you a story about Isaac Newton, the English physician and scholar. He didn't show his face very often because he was busy with his formulas. One day, Lady M, one of the most talkative ladies, approached him and said, Dear Sir, Mr. Newton, you are such a hick. You are not up to date whatsoever. You wouldn't even know if the world was ending." Newton replied, "Dear madam, let me tell you what I have discovered. There were 3 long-distance runners. One was fast, the other one was moderate, and the last one was slow. The one that was the most up-to-date was the slowest of them, because he was the last one to see what was going on before his eyes. The moderate one was less up-to-date because he only saw what was in front of him. And the last one, the fast one, what is the same with him? Should he have turned around and stopped to see how big of a distance he had created between himself and the other 2? Aren't you a smart guy? Said Lady M, who was used to thinking that truth was nothing more than an elegant trick. And most importantly, continued Newton, you are the one that is most informed of all, my dear lady, because you are not a follower. You are happy with the limited space you have on stage. Newton turned around and left the scene.